What up? What up? What up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you. Welcome back to the channel, man. Had to jump on here real fast because I got to get involved in this Ryan Clark and RG3 discussion. Guys, before I get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, mash that like button, and turn on that bell for notification. It really helps the channel, man. I appreciate everybody's support. But I had to jump in here, guys. Ryan Clark is at it again. Ryan Clark is at it again, man. RG3, guys, we know he used to work at ESPN. He just like everybody else that has an opinion on these sports topics and that kind of thing. He makes a comment about Angel Reese really hating Caitlin Clark, and Ryan Clark comes back in and says the man really don't have no standing because he got a white wife at home. And guys, black women should start coming out right now. Black women should start coming out right now and telling Ryan Clark to stop representing them. Stop talking on their behalf. Guys, look, if you've been following my channel at all, Rhonda and I did our long form content a couple weeks ago on was Paul Pierce right about why athletes and people like that choose white women to be with. And one of the things he said was taking accountability more and they apologize more, right? That's what Paul Pierce said. And when Ryan Clark came after RG3, he said, you can't talk on Angel Reese because you have a white wife at home. And man, I about fell out of my chair. Ryan Clark is going to make it worse for white women. So you mean to tell me if I'm dating or married to a black woman, we got to be at home talking about the plight of black women in America? Is that what you're saying now, that the black woman expects that? And the black woman don't expect you to make a take on certain things unless you're advocating for the plight of black women. And guys, when I saw it, I'm like, what is Ryan Clark saying? Because Ryan Clark is basically attacking RG3 for having a white wife and having a take on something that everybody can see. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese don't like each other. And it's fine that they don't. Why do we have to bring race into it? Guys, I'll tell y'all a funny story. A while back, Jason Whitlock uh, referenced one of my videos when he was talking about Ryan Clark and he called him a race clown. And Jason Whitlock, before he came on, he said, "Look, guys, I'm a reference this guy, black guy, average Joe. Looks like he hangs out at the Masterpiece Lounge. Regular dude, probably got a black wife at home, right?" He said, "Got 5,000 subscribers." Now, here's the deal, guys. Did I get mad when Jason Whitlock said that? No, because everything he said was the truth. I'm just a regular guy. 5,000, but now I got 6,500 subscribers, so my channel is growing slowly, thanks to people like yourself. But he still used my clip. Why would I get mad about the stuff that he said? So now I laugh and joke with a lot of people and I say, I'm the guy with the black wife at home. Why is Ryan Clark making it worse for black women? Because now you mean to tell me we can't have a sports discussion without having to get caught up in race? And look, man, I know Ryan Clark got a beautiful family and that kind of thing, but black women got it hard enough. If Ryan Clark keeps talking about how black women have this plight and all this kind of stuff, how about it's probably a lot of relationships out there with black women who don't have these problems that Ryan Clark trying to create. And y'all, let's be honest, man. Ryan Clark, hell of a football player. Pivot podcast, hell of a podcast. But you can't come after RG3 like that. And then you're gonna say that you took up for Ryan Clark, for RG3 when he was on Monday Night Football and all this kind of stuff. You expecting this man not to say anything back? If somebody's dating a white woman, married to a white woman, dating a black woman, married to a black woman, why does it matter? At the end of the day, his take was accurate. So now, because his take is accurate, he can't talk about a black woman. You can't talk about a black man. Jason Whitlock nailed me. Everything he said was true. Except it's not called a Masterpiece Lounge. I go to multiple cigar lounges, right? I don't hang out at the club or anything, but everything he said was true. Why am I not mad about it? It was not Ryan Clark's place to say that about RG3. I want to see a black woman have a problem with his take when he said what he said, and it was true. Guys, I did a video on Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. I don't think the foul was a problem. I think when Caitlin Clark looked over her shoulder and looked down on her, Angel Reese realized at that point she ain't on the same level with Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark was letting her know. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this. You know what? Y'all know what ain't nobody saying about that game. Angel Reese got fouled multiple times, and there were no calls. Angel Reese cried to the ref instead of going to stand up to some of those women who were fouling her. And ain't nobody making that take. Guys, I like Angel Reese, but Angel Reese is not Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese does not have the impact Caitlin Clark has. And just like I said on my last video, the media is doing Angel Reese a disservice. As a black woman, she should tell the media, don't keep propping me up like this because I can't deliver against this girl. Not that I'm not as, I'm not as important as this girl. I'm just not what y'all trying to make me to be because what she does, I can't do. And that doesn't make you racist. It makes you a realist. And right now, black women are being hammered because we're not dealing with the realization that at the end of the day, guys, the black woman is allowing people to represent them who are doing it for all the wrong reasons. And now you got a guy like Ryan Clark talking about black women who's making it worse for them because men in general are going to be looking like, damn, I got to do that now when I get with a black woman too. And guys, I'm going to tell y'all, it's not like that dealing with black women. Ryan Clark is making it worse, and RG3 didn't even bring it up. But if a person can't talk about somebody and use accurate descriptions without it being racist, and now because you got a white woman at home, you can't talk. At least we know about RG3. Every time I look at Ryan Clark, I think about the movie I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, People's Revolutionary Army. I'm starting to think this man is so radical about racism that I'm starting to think he might be that guy when I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, with the white lady coming out the back with the two white kids and the bean pies, trying to make us think he's so real, he's so real. But behind the scenes, are you fantasizing about something else and your public persona is because you dealing with some stuff that maybe you were dealing with at LSU with these white women down there, that maybe you ain't no different than RG3. You just married a black woman that had some black kids for the public spotlight. But behind the scenes, nobody was talking about RG3's white wife when it came to the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark discussion. Everybody saw that game. Everybody know Caitlin Clark whooped up on that team. They won by 30. She had a triple double. Angel Reese is not on the level of Caitlin Clark. And if we keep propping her up, we're doing her a disservice. And more black people should start saying, you know what? Put that money behind somebody who can actually go toe to toe with Caitlin Clark. When Bird and Magic went together, they were going against each other. Both of them were good. Bill Russell was good. Kareem was good. When we had the civil rights and the civil rights movement, the athletes were good. I'm not saying Angel Reese is not good, but putting her against Caitlin Clark is creating a disservice and it's creating a phantom problem in America where we're manufacturing racism. And ESPN and the media, all this stuff at the center of it because they don't care about the black woman. They care about clicks. Because if they knew they were hurting the black woman, they should stop it. But they know they're hurting them and they don't care. And Ryan Clark is at the head of it. And if black women don't start saying, no, we're going to have people giving an accurate representation of us, because the black women I know in business, the black women I know in society, they want to be judged just like everybody else. They got the talent just like everybody else. They don't want to be anybody's victim. Because now people like Ryan Clark got black men running in the opposite direction because of some message he trying to paint because he's obsessed with racism. What is he dealing with internally? Because is he the one fantasizing over the white life and out here talking about racism to deal with the internal problems he has? Y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think, man. I got a little fired up about it. If you hadn't already, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications. And until next time, I'm going to holler.